Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk on 802 Scoop, live from 185 North Main Street in Barre. It's a beautiful day, sunny day, super. It was not very nice this morning though. It was damn cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had frost at my house. Did you have frost at your house?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
You were because you're down off
I'm
the
down.
hill?
Yeah, I'm down in
You're-
the valley.
You're down in the valley,
Yeah.
and so you were able to deal with that.
It's a typical early fall day. You know, you wake
Yeah.
up in the morning, it's like, you know what gets me is my car has this low temperature, outside temperature alarm. When it hits 37 degrees, it's telling me it's cold outside.
Right, possible freeze or
Apparently,
one of
I
those
know.
little things that comes on. Yeah,
37 degrees?
Yeah.
Man, that's like t-shirt weather.
it is. Well, I don't think so. I put on a sweater. I
Well,
mean,
you know,
albeit it's a very lightweight sweater, but I was cold. I'm a wuss, and the dogs didn't like it any too much. I'll tell you that.
No?
No, they did not like it at all.
So was the grass white?
Yes,
Wow.
it was.
Wow.
So in the leaves and you know stuff like that. So I have two little Shih Tzus, and they can be little shits, so their name suits them just so. But in the back corner of the lawn, where their little fenced area is, well, I call it little. They have like a half-acre lot to roam on.
Yep.
In the back corner, they always go back there. They're always trying to see what's on the other side of the fence. Well, my oldest one got pelted with the acorns falling from the tree because the squirrels were up there.
Yeah.
And that's why they were over there. Well, now he won't go in the back corner. He did a yelp. You know, they think
Yeah.
they're big when they're 20 feet away.
Yeah.
But when something happens, you know, he gave out a yelp, came running back to mommy, and now he won't go in that side of the yard at all. Yeah, wimps. They're falling like crazy,
Are they?
though. Yes,
Wow.
and the squirrels are they have big piles of them in the backyard.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it must be a good year for acorns.
it must be. It wasn't
Yeah.
a very good year for much else, but
Because I think bow hunting season started.
yes,
yesterday.
I've seen
Yeah.
some people post some pictures.
Yeah.
Of some pretty good sized bucks that they've gotten
Wow.
actually. So, do you hunt?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Kind
want,
of.
if you want to call it that.
Right.
yeah.
You have a hunting camp.
Yes.
Yes. Where you play cards and all that good
And
stuff,
eat
have fires
and-
and eat and
Yeah.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a good eating camp.
And you bring the bow or the rifle.
I don't bow hunt anymore. I used to.
You
I
just-
just rifle hunt now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you at least make a good attempt
I
to bring
do.
it with you.
I bring the rifle with me.
Yeah. You forget the ammunition at home, but you bring
No,
the
truly, I go out the first morning. I do go out the first morning for a few hours. And then I try to do that every day, but you know, when you don't see deer and it starts getting a little colder each morning,
yeah.
then
You say, oh, I'll skip this one.
the time in the woods kind of shrinks a little bit each
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Well, you know, that happens. Want to talk about some upcoming events? I
Yeah.
heard that there's lots of them.
I know there's the big Barrytown Fall Festival, I guess, is that what they call it? That's Saturday
Nice.
up at the Barrytown Rec area. It says, join us for a fun-filled day at the Barrytown Rec area from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Meet the Vermont Coyotes basketball team. Enjoy pumpkin decorating, pumpkin mini golf, that ought to be interesting,
Yes.
a bounce house, story walk, food vendors, a pet parade, and more. Fun for all ages. We hope to see you there. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, that's really nice.
Nice. And then this weekend is the Milk Bowl, the big weekend.
Oh.
Milk Bowl weekend. Friday through Sunday, so the 3rd through
Wow.
the 5th. And I would assume because they let people camp is what they do there.
Yeah.
So I want this to get larger so that people like me can see it. The practice day is Friday, and the pit gates open at 10, and the rotating practice is from 12 to 5. Saturday, October 4th, is the let's see, the pit opens at 7 a.m. The gates for season pass holders only opens at 8:45, and the front gate opens at 9. Practice begins at 9, and the milk bowl begins at 1. And then Sunday, let's see, they have all kinds of stuff going on too. Tools and supply, kids division, Burnett Sports, medals, road warriors, street stocks, flying tigers, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That race starts at 1:30 in the afternoon. And again, the gates open, pit gates open at 8. Season pass at 9:30. And then the front gates open at 9:45. And let's see, last chance race is at 12:15. Milk bowl ceremony is at 12:40. So check it out. I mean, that's a packed weekend.
So, and the
Full of
weather
stuff.
for the weekend is
Hot.
looking really good. It's a high of 74 on Saturday and 78 on Sunday.
Insane.
All sunshine. So,
I thought that was over. That we weren't going to get any more of that, but
Well-
apparently we're wrong.
there you go thinking again.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me doing such a thing. A couple of things to note. There are some bus schedule changes for Barre City Elementary School. They learned not too long ago, not long before we went live, that bus 10 will not be running this afternoon. And so please pick your children up or call the office with other arrangements. So bus 10 will not be running this afternoon. That's gotta really suck to all of a sudden in the middle of the day get that notice to then you're scrambling trying
Yeah.
to figure out what the hell you're gonna do. You're gonna leave work early, go get your kids, whatever.
I'm surprised the school doesn't have a backup plan where they can get, if they're missing a driver, if they
Yeah.
have, drivers on call that could come in and fill slots. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's a burden on some people.
for sure, for sure. Good afternoon, Wendy. Wendy Ducey says that she doesn't usually get to see us, but she's hopped on today on her lunch. Her husband and I believe his brother just opened up their own business not too long ago.
All three of the Ducey boys.
All three of the Ducey boys?
Jesse, Joe, and Sean.
Ducey
I know
Electric.
I know the Ducey boys.
You do? Are they
Yes.
good boys?
Yes, they are.
Oh, we should probably call them to
I've known them since.
come in here and talk to us.
I've known them since, when Jordan and Justin were in school. Can't remember if they went to Ward 5 school before they moved up to the other school, but I had Sean in basketball.
You did?
Yeah, and I know Joey and Jesse.
Wendy's on the planning commission with me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I met her.
yeah.
But she says they'll come in. We'd love to have them in.
Sure.
They can tell us a little bit about what they've got going on, and
Ducey Electric? Bring them boys in here.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'll give them a real hard time,
Oh,
won't you?
no, I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
No. What else do we have for goings on? Do you know?
Well, there's apparently some street work going on up by the park. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I saw some
Courier
posts.
or
No,
right at
City Hall Park, yeah. Something about a water line being replaced, and so there's one lane closed, but apparently some people said it wasn't signed, so they didn't know, and they were trying to get through, and it was causing issues.
Oh, goodness. Good afternoon, Barb. Barb has joined us.
Hi, Barb.
Yes. And then I saw that the city put out their notice today that for Civic Center, seasonal rental hours.
Oh, is it posted?
Yep, we just posted that November 1st through February 28th, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Reservations at barrycity.org.
Did you say Saturdays they're closing at 4:30?
Well, that's what it says on here, but maybe that's the only time that you can rent it. maybe
Oh,
they're keeping it
oh.
open later for other
Because
things.
Spalding hockey games, sometimes they're either 3:30 or sometimes 5:30, and they've even had like 7:30 games. So that's got to be some kind of a typo or something.
Right.
Unless they're changing the way they're operating up there.
Maybe, or maybe that's just because it says book your time.
Oh,
So
yeah,
maybe
that's
those are the
maybe,
time
yeah.
slots.
Yeah.
And then I assume that some of those days are probably going to end up reserved for games, and
Yeah.
but they know the schedule probably, huh?
Well, typically, Vermont Principals Association releases that schedule. I mean, we're still in the fall season, so, but I would say in the next couple of weeks, they'll have a hockey schedule out, basketball schedule will be rolling out. Yeah, hard to believe we're already there.
It is hard to believe, actually. I thought we were still playing baseball and all that good stuff.
We are still. In fact, I got a game Saturday to go to.
You do.
Yep.
And speaking of baseball, you sent me something this morning. The Barre Community Baseball Softball. Don't forget to register for the Red Sox Play Ball event. That's happening on October 18th, 11 to 1 at Norwich. This is a free, and kiddos get pizza after. No equipment required.
Yep.
But you do have to register, and you can do that on the Barre City Community Baseball Facebook page, or by going to our Facebook page, and because there's a little QR code, you just click on that,
Yeah.
and boom, you're in.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is something that Jordan set up. The Red Sox Foundation does this, New England wide, and Jordan's done it for the last 2 or 3 years now, and they get a good turnout for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. And Wendy says, oh, it's definitely fall. Craft fair season is coming right up. My first one is next Saturday. Where is it that you're going to be next Saturday? I know that I've seen them at Berlin Elementary. I've been posting that one and several other ones. They do a lot of them throughout the craft season.
Yeah.
They definitely do a lot of them. And then we know right up here, if you're getting ready for Halloween, and well, there's two things happening, but these could be connected if you wanted them to be. You can go up to State Farm and get free pumpkin.
I saw
He's
that,
doing his free
yeah.
pumpkins. So it's pumpkin time. You can get those 92 South Main Street. So if you don't want the pumpkin maybe at your house, but you would like to have it carved and lit up, maybe you don't have a place that's real visible, or you don't get
Yeah.
trick-or-treaters, whatever, they're doing the carving for K again this year.
yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but we've been talking to Ruth all summer long we see her. I've known Ruth for years and years and years.
Ruth Weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, just amazing lady. She's super excited. She's like, can you help us promote this? Absolutely, of course. But they're trying to get as many pumpkins as possible. And of course, it's in memory of Kay Roberts.
Yeah.
And amazing lady.
Oh, yes. I knew Kay.
I mean, I think everybody knew Kay.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I don't know. But anyways, that is going to happen starting, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So the 28th, 29th, and 30th, the pumpkins will be lit. But you can start dropping them off on the 25th, October 25th. And Sunday, October 26th, to 21 Rudd Farm Road. And we've been saving that, and they've got the perfect little bank for it, and they're trying
Yeah.
to fill that bank. And the only thing that they ask is that you use the battery-operated tea lights. Usually you drop them off, you turn them on, and they'll stay lit the whole time.
Sure.
Actually, the little fairy lights last longer than the tea lights. If
Yeah.
you just stick a strand of those little fairy lights. You can get them at the dollar store, battery operated,
Yeah.
cheap, done deal. But that's, they'd rather have those or so that they can light them, because they don't want to use candles. And then I read this morning, if you put a little cinnamon in there, in the bottom, shake a little bit of cinnamon in it, it'll last.
Come on.
Yeah, I did.
The pumpkin will last longer?
The pumpkin will last
Really?
longer. It won't mold up.
Huh. Wow.
So how long has it been since you carved a pumpkin?
Eee. Quite a while.
The grandkids don't talk you into that?
Not yet.
No?
Now that you went out and said that, they probably will.
Well, I'll have to send them a message.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I gotta tell them that Grandpa needs to help.
Boy, you got a big heart.
Get yourself all messy. And Wendy says the 49th annual Harvest Festival at the Canadian Club is going to be the craft fair on 10/11. So we'll keep that in mind. And Wendy, please send me the link to that. So if I'm not posting it already, I can. But yeah, Wendy's going to try it. And it's really cool. So Rudd Farm Road, there's actually a lot of things going up there.
Really?
Because there's a really cool house on Jorgensen Lane. So if you start up back Richardson Road, first on your right, there's a real cool house there too that's all decorated up, music theme, walk through, haunted, craziness, scariness.
Now, is Jorgensen a dead end, or does that go up and connect now?
No, it's a dead end. It's still
it's
like
a
turn
cul-de-sac.
around cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so if you can go see that, and then you can go just a couple one street up.
One
I believe.
street up,
One
take a
street
right,
up,
and-
take
yep.
a right onto Rudd Farm and do the pumpkins. Yeah,
Wow.
super cool. We need more stuff like this.
Oh yeah. And then of course November
Mm-hmm.
is right after Thanksgiving, is the big craft show up at the auditorium.
Right? That Tracy, I'm sure, will be telling us all about
Oh, yeah.
very, very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got some great classes going on for fall too over at Emsley's. Her and her daughters.
Yeah?
Little you can learn to make centerpieces and all that kinds of things
That's cool.
for the holidays. So, keep track of the Emsley's page for sure, because you'll see all those neat classes that you can
Yeah.
take. Maybe you could do that. It's not as messy.
Yeah. You see me doing that?
Well, why not?
Huh? Okay.
You never know.
You never know.
You might be a little bit creative.
Maybe.
Maybe you'll learn something. You're more of a go up to Campo Divino and help Taylor make cheese and pepperoni boards so you can steal a piece every now and then.
Exactly.
You want to you want to learn how to do that
That's
instead?
that's called.
That's more up your alley.
That's just taste testing. Make sure everything's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, got
Before
to
it goes out
keep it
the
under
door.
control. Yeah.
Quality control management. That's,
I'll tell her that if she's ever looking,
yeah.
that you'll apply, and I'll even give you a glowing recommendation. Emsley's, the Florist and Gifts, is also honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is now October, with an all pink vase arrangements, petals with a purpose. And so you can go in there with every petal with a purpose arrangement. Purchase $10 will be donated to the Branches of Hope Cancer Patient Fund at Central Vermont Medical Center. So that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
$10, everyone goes right up there to CVMC's Branches of Hope Cancer Patient Fund.
Ooh, and you know what? We
kinda
have
cool.
we have a parade Saturday.
We do?
Yes, we do.
What is that about?
It's Spirit Week at Spalding High School, and it's homecoming weekend.
Well, hot damn, I
So
did not
before
know
the football game, there's a parade going up from the auditorium up here to City Hall Park. And then the
Wow.
homecoming game. Yep.
that. So everybody keep their eyes open
I
for that.
think the parade's at 1. I'm not sure. I'll have to look.
Well, we'll have to. I wish I could be down here. So Saturday, I won't. Saturday, I'll be at Wilkins because Wilkins is the Ride for Domestic Violence, and I'm on the board with Circle.
Yep.
And so myself and a couple other gals are going to be up there, and hopefully we'll have a big crowd since it's going to be such a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And it's a ride for domestic violence. We'll have information. We'll have silent auction, raffle, all kinds of great things. And then Wilkins is supplying lunch after.
Wow, that's
So,
nice.
and then of course all proceeds go to Circle of Washington County, the Domestic Violence Center. So yeah,
I will be
cool.
in Richmond watching Keegan's team play a baseball game.
Well, we'll have to see if Michael can come down
Yeah.
and be live for the parade. Maybe he could ride his bicycle in it or something.
You better rig him up with
His little tricycle.
like a helmet cam.
That's what I told him. I'm gonna get him
And
a
then
GoPro. I'm gonna
he
get
can
him a
ride in the
GoPro.
parade with his helmet cam. And,
Yeah,
You know?
I'm gonna get him a GoPro. That's what I've
Yeah.
decided. One of those GoPro
That'd be-
cams.
yeah.
Don't you think that would be really cool?
Oh, yeah.
Especially since he started riding to Williamstown and stuff like that. We can,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing.
Let's sign him up.
All right, we won't tell him though. Okay,
No, no.
we're just gonna sign him up.
So he's working. He doesn't know we're talking about this right now.
Oh, he's probably working but listening because he does that every once in a while.
Oh.
Although he hasn't chimed in yet to bitch at us for anything, so like, maybe not. It's Thirsty Thursday right out back at Summer Street Tavern. $6 23-ounce draft beer. Right out back on Thursday? Sure, why not? That's what they say. They say proof that we survived Monday through Wednesday without a bail bond.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of bail bond, we're going to be talking about that a little bit real soon. I have reached out to, though they are ignoring me, even though I've sent numerous messages. So this week during a court hearing on Monday, I learned that the Vermont Freedom Fund often bails a lot of the repeat offenders around here out
Really?
of jail. They pay the bail.
Really?
And so because they're unhoused or they're immigrants, different things like that, all kinds of different things qualify you to be bailed out by the Vermont Freedom Fund. And so I have invited them to come in here and talk to us about who they are, what they do, why they do it, and how do they select and how many times do they bail one person out.
Yeah.
Because I have noticed that one person in particular, they have bailed out numerous times. Although on Monday his bail went from $5,000 to $7,500,
Yep.
and he still sits. So I'm assuming that that was a little bit too rich for their blood, is what I assumed. So I went on their website and I have a Facebook page and looking, and right now they are only using their funds for immigration, migrant workers, illegals, those sorts of things. They're only using their funds for those. But I am really interested to know
I am too.
how involved in some of the cases they are in, you know, and providing funds for attorneys and different things like that.
Yeah.
So I've asked them to come in. Haven't heard yet.
I'd like to know how they vet out who they're going to bail out and
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That'd be really interesting.
Yep, for sure. Wendy, which game are you asking? The homecoming game, Friday or Saturday? It would be Saturday is the homecoming game. Yeah,
I think so. I'll look at the.
because they have school
Spalding
on
site.
Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, but they have lights, so they could do it under the lights. And then Christina Texera says craft fair at National Life November 1st as well. Yeah, they're kicking off. Yes, homecoming game.
Yep.
Is it Saturday?
I.
Jeff's looking.
I'll find it.
We'll find it. We'll get it posted up for you. But that's cool. And then coming up is the Veterans Place Calcutta over at Gusto's. And this is a super important Calcutta. The Veterans Place houses 18 men. And not only do they house them, but it's a program, it's a family, and it's our veterans that have no other place to be, and that should never happen. The tickets for that event are $125 each. Each ticket includes 1 calcutta ball as well as 2 steak dinners. An amazingly fun raffle. We have so much fun with that. And a silent auction and different things like that going on. Of course, there's music and there's special playlist involved in that. All of that's happening October 18th at Gusto's, and the doors open at 5 p.m. Dinner is served at 6 p.m. and at 7 p.m. is the calcutta. And I don't know if you've ever been to a calcutta, but some of them are super boring. This is far from super boring. We have so much fun. Well, Ron Tallman's there, for God's sakes. How could you not have fun if Ron's around, right?
Played softball, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So $125 a ticket. There are only 100 being sold, and there are 20 left. The grand prize is $3,000, $500 for second prize, and $250 for third.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you find it?
I did. So the Spalding football game is Friday,
Oh, it is Friday.
October 3rd, 7 p.m.
Oh, good. I'm glad that she asked, because I would have been convinced that
And
it was
it's
on Saturday.
Bellows Free Academy / Lamoille. So it's
So Spalding Homecoming. We're going to put that in here.
homecoming football game is Friday night. Parade is Saturday.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to post it after, because this thing's being a pain in my ass. So we'll just post it after. I'll post the link for that. And then this Friday, the partnership, as well as the Heart of Barre, it's the art piece that was over at Nelson's. That is going to travel, or probably already is traveling. It is already at the State House, but they're having a formal opening of a reveal from 4 to 7 at the State House, and there'll be a reception, different things like that. So this moving project by Barre artist Deirdre Michelle and poet, community organizer Shauna Trader brings together portraits and stories of neighbors whose lives were impacted by the devastating 2023 flood. And we just had them in, and it was great to talk with them and hear what they had to say. It was actually really informative, and I told them I probably won't see it in Montpelier at the State House, only because, not gonna lie, I'm super anti-Montpelier. Only because I hate driving down there.
So it's terrible.
I hate driving down there. I hate driving in Burlington. I'm just a wuss. I'm a back roads country girl. That's, up 302 and any dirt road that you tell me to travel. But tell me I have to go to Montpelier and I cringe. I will stall not to have to go down
I'm the
there.
same way.
I just don't like it.
No.
But when it leaves the State House, it's going to the Aldrich Library, and that's where it's always going to live.
Great.
So once it gets there, I'll definitely see it. And I did see it here across the street, of course, at Nelson's, but not as up close
Well, that
as
was,
you can
only
be.
see it through the window.
Right, you can see it through the window. And,
All right, so we'll make a date. We'll go when it's at the library.
yeah, we'll go when it's at the library. That's a much better idea. You know what we do have to do that we have not done yet? We have not gone to get fried dough together yet. And she's not going to have it much longer. I think it's only a summer thing. I don't know what the hell she's thinking, that it's only going to be a summer thing. I'm going to protest that. I think we should get up a petition that Tasty Bites cannot stop selling fried dough. They have to have it all winter long.
Well, that's like people that say apple crisp is only a fall thing.
I know.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. They've lost their freaking minds. That's all I've got to say about that. Yeah. Government shutdown.
Yeah, where are
Anything to say about that?
We go through this it seems like
Every friggin' year.
every couple of months almost.
Yeah.
It's it's the same bullshit, and then they'll pass a temporary bill.
Yeah, they'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
So I tried to send you something. Yeah, was it yesterday? I tried to send you that video.
Yes.
And what it was it showed Hegseth's speech that he was making to all the generals, but then they did it with babies. Mm-hmm. It was funny as all hell. You know,
I wish that I had seen
I'll
it.
try to find it again.
I love those.
It was hilarious, you know.
Yeah. Government. Speaking of government, the city of Barre is hiring. Join our team looking for DPW street laborers. Competitive pay $21.10 to $26.59 per hour based on experience. Medical, dental, vision, life insurance, VM, ERS pension plan, and more. No experience necessary. Need a valid license and will be required to get a CDL. You can contact Gene Galliano, yep, at 802-498-3495, and that is posted on
I know
our
that
page.
number.
You do?
That used to be my city number.
That was your city number?
Yeah. When she got it, she asked me, she said, you must have a lot of friends because I get 100 texts a day.
Oh. You were popular?
Yeah, I don't think they were all friends. I think it was work related mostly, but.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she's a nice lady. She worked at Rock of Ages.
No, is she's
She's the
new,
HR director.
Right, she's new there?
She's been there, well, it wasn't long after I retired.
So a little, yeah,
Yeah.
a little while.
Well, over a year.
You've been retired for a little bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything to say about that job?
Which one?
The DPW job?
You know, if you're not afraid of work, it's a good job. You can make some decent money. If you have a CDL and you get trained to plow, there's a lot of overtime involved. You know, you've got to want to work. Don't think you're going to go in there and just lean on a shovel and
Right.
screw off all day.
Right, because
They do work. Those guys earn their money. I'll tell you that. They earn their money.
Well, they're always out doing something
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I would think you got to have a little bit of thick skin because
Yes,
of
you do.
social media.
Yes, you do.
Maybe not even a little bit, a lot of it.
Yeah.
The road crew and the police department are like on the same page as
Yeah.
far as getting the shit kicked out of them all the time.
Yeah.
When they're doing their best, they can only do what they're slated to do, what there's money to do, they're doing their best.
Yep.
And like you said, they work hard. And I sit back and read some of the comments sometimes, or they should have done this, or they should have done that, or, I saw this, or I said, get your ass out there and do it yourself then, or you help out, you apply if you're so damn good at it.
The guys in the water department have it the worst because we saw last winter we had like four major breaks in the middle of winter.
Yep. Yeah, and that sucks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Down in a hole, digging, getting wet, cold. But if you're not afraid of work, it's a good paying job.
Yeah, and with good benefits and
Very good benefits there.
You have your foot in the door, and it could literally be a career. You can move up, you can advance, you can, there are other things that you can do, and you could work at the same place for your entire career if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Do people do that anymore?
There's a couple of guys over there now that have been there, I think, 30 plus years. There's a guy at the water filtration, he's at the wastewater plant, and he's been there, I think, 42 years. Not just in that department. He started in, I think, streets, and then he was in water. Now he's in wastewater, and he's making darn good money.
And Donnell, he must be.
Donnell's
he's
been
been there a real long time too, hasn't he?
Donnell and Tucker, Russell Tucker, they've been there. I think both of them have been there 30 years, if not more. But
wow, yeah. More scary stuff. If we want to talk about more scary stuff, and this actually scares me far more than the government shutdown, and that's tens of thousands of Vermonters are set to lose Medicare Advantage option in 2026. So the majority of the 51,600 people enrolled in Medicare Advantage plans in the state are served by two insurers, United Healthcare and Vermont Blue Advantage. Both are leaving the market for individual purchasers next year. So at the end of the year, everybody that has a plan with one of these two insurers no longer has insurance. And so who is going to be the insurer for Vermont? How many will there be? There's only an open enrollment plan from October 15th, I think, through December 7th is the dates. I don't know if there'll be some sort of extension for that, but over 50,000 people all of a sudden are going to be, yeah, me too. You're going to be scrambling to find a plan.
Yep.
And that's super scary.
Yep.
I don't know, it took me forever to choose a plan to begin with.
Yeah.
But then and everything's been going fairly good. I've only had a few problems, get, a little irritated with what they don't cover from time to time. They love to tell me that, like, my prosthetic is optional. It's not medically necessary, Oh, you don't need that. Things like that piss me off. But it's scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary for a lot of people. Elderly, for sure.
Yeah. So I got to start looking at that again.
And well, and the thing is that who is going to help the older population?
Right.
All in that many of them that quickly.
Yeah.
That's what's frightening to me, because I'm sure that the majority of people in their late 70s or 80s, whatever, they probably aren't going to get on the internet and seek out their own plan and figure it out. And that's an awful lot of people to help. Yeah.
I know Council on Aging helps a lot. They help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're going to need a lot of people to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's what's frightening. Do they even have the staff for this?
Probably not.
And that's what I'm guessing, And we know that Social Security office, you can go down there and sit there for hours and hours on end, and maybe not, Yeah. So was there an actual arrest? I didn't hear that there was an arrest. Christina was just saying that there was an arrest of a substitute teacher yesterday at Barrytown. I thought that.
So I just saw something.
I didn't even know that.
I just saw something when I was looking for the football
speaking
thing.
of Scary Barry, Barrytown substitute teacher arrested for bringing cocaine to school yesterday, causing a clear the halls on the WCAX page. We'll definitely be checking that out. I wonder if that is the link that Linda Kuchar has sent while we were live. Yes, it is. I didn't even look to see what she had done. But police say 47-year-old admitted to school officials that she had cocaine in her jacket. Officers with a search dog were called to the empty classroom and found what appears to be cocaine in her jacket as well as her backpack. So Melissa Martin, a permanent substitute, was displaying unusual behavior. And I had heard that, but I actually heard that there was a teacher that was having an anxiety attack. So that is definite new news, for sure. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. And I just posted it to the page now as we're live here. But
I'm just looking at the Barrytown Police Department's release.
Oh, they did one as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you tell us about what they had to say?
It just says female was identified as Melissa Martin, 47-year-old permanent substitute teacher. Incident was reported to school staff after a student noticed Martin's unusual behavior. Martin had admitted to school administration that she had cocaine in her jacket pocket, which was located in the classroom she had been teaching in. School administration had removed Martin from the classroom and it was unoccupied when police entered. Barrytown K-9 Lakota was brought in, and she ultimately alerted to the presence of narcotics in both a jacket as well as a backpack belonging to Martin. Subsequent search of the jacket revealed a white substance which later yielded a presumptive positive result for cocaine.
Wow.
Martin was issued a citation for possession of cocaine and reckless endangerment. Any questions regarding Martin's employment should be directed to the Barre Unified School District.
Wow. Unreal. Unreal. That's scary. I know that a lot of parents were talking about it online last night. The post got taken down on a couple of the community pages just because no one really knew at that time what was going on. Some people, I know it wasn't told that way over the scanner. It came across as a teacher possibly having a panic attack. And so I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, I know I've seen the display of erratic behavior, so I can only assume how frightening that was for the kids to go through, or even teachers, fellow employees, what that was like for them to go through, if, especially with the other drugs that are being mixed in with drugs that cause you to act even worse than what you may normally act if you were just taking the cocaine, or smoking the crack, whatever. Christina says, many rumors from kids didn't help. I can imagine. Yeah, they all go home and tell their own story, right? Because they were afraid. They know that this teacher was having a little bit of a breakdown. They had to clear the halls, get out of the classroom, whatever. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that happened. And one of the comments, though, I will say that I saw on one of the resident chat pages last night was something about the vetting process, and must be they didn't vet very well.
No.
Well, but that's not true, because you can vet anybody you want to unless they have a criminal record, unless they've ever been in trouble before where it was reported. How would you know?
Right.
If they have worked a job, they, have good references, good, whatever. That's the only vetting you can really do. If they pass a background check, that kind of stuff, you have to believe that the school did their due diligence there. Hopefully we don't find out that she has a past criminal history and she shouldn't have been hired, yeah. So she was just cited and released, so she was able to drive home even though she was acting erratically, Barb says. No, actually, from what I understand from many, and I believe from the scanner posts that I saw, she was transported to CBMC. So I don't think that she drove home immediately from the school. Wendy says, I would think because of the drills, I'm sure they have to do for active shooters and stuff like that, brought on a lot of anxiety for some kids knowing what was happening. And I'm sure, I can't imagine.
Wonder what grade it was, that's...
Somebody posted that it was the 8th, but I don't know if that's so. I don't know if that was so. Yeah. Yeah. Scary times we live in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But it's just another, it's just another way to point out that you never know. It could literally be anybody struggling with substance use. And I'm going to tell you right now that I know for a fact this isn't the first time at Barrytown School. Maybe the first time that somebody got caught and was cited, arrested, whatever. But there was somebody that worked up there for many years that was actually selling. And I know because there was quite a few text messages between my son and her, and my son would go to Barrytown School to pick up. And that person ended up just leaving her position. She resigned her position, and this happened several years ago, but she just left because there were a few of us parents that knew what was going on, and you know, and this was later. My son had graduated, was totally out of Barrytown, had been out of Barrytown for at least 10 years. But we went to her, a few of us parents went to her and said, you know, And she was reported to the authorities and stuff. And she decided to resign her position. But she was selling right at the school on her breaks and stuff. You know, she'd just pop outside and, you know, meet me out parking lot, third row, whatever. And that's what she was doing. But yeah. So it happens anywhere. And you never know.
Yeah.
It could be Blue Cross, National Life, Nelson's. You know, Dick Wabi was here the other day. He said the construction industry is full of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another dangerous job to be using while working. So
that's another thing. If you apply for a job with the Public Works Department, there is random drug testing for all employees with CDLs.
now is that and OSHA can also do
that's
random.
an OSHA, yeah.
Yep, and they can do randoms, and you don't have to just have your CDL. I believe if you have have any sort of position like that, they can come in and do random drug tests on a job site wherever you are.
Yeah.
So they bring their little mobile unit and say, here, pee in this cup.
It is random, and you never know when you're going to get picked.
Yep. More and more people should do that. More and more jobs should do that. I believe that you shouldn't be able to get state assistance unless you can have a clean UA. You know, we don't want to be paying for people's substances. No. And that would maybe be one more incentive to behave yourself, right? If you really, truly needed help with housing, food, anything else, then maybe you would try even that much harder to get help or be helped, or, you know, to change things up in your life.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I believe that 100%, especially when we talk about, in the past, we've talked about Green Acres and Highgate and, you know, the continued bus and different things that go on up there. If you want that help, then you need to be able to provide a clean urine and consistently.
Yep.
I think they should be able to randomly test as well. You never know.
Yeah.
It's probably against somebody's constitutional rights
Oh, of course.
to have somebody knock on your door
Yeah.
and say, I
Fill
need
it
you
up.
to pee in this cup. Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know. We learn all these things, right? Scary thought, and I'm really sorry that happened, and that the kids had to
Well,
go
it
through
must
all
have
of
been
that.
kind of traumatic, you know.
I'm
I don't
sure.
care what grade you're in, but to see that happen.
Yeah, and even for an adult to see it, if you haven't witnessed that kind of stuff before, and it's a lot. It's a lot to see. I'll never forget the first time I witnessed my son having a complete freak out moment.
Yeah.
How afraid I was. It's not good. So let's see. The Meltdown. Do you know what they got this week?
Ooh.
So it's a twist on a BLT. Local La Panciata Sicilian bread, grilled with Cabot butter, layered with bourbon, peach pepper jam, crisp leaf lettuce, vine-ripened tomatoes, applewood smoked bacon, and fresh mozzarella. The perfect summer sandwich. The end of summer sandwich. They do still have some pulled pork left for the pulled pork grilled cheese, and of course the all too famous.
Momsy.
No, the all too famous Pocket Farm Fresh corn with the corn chowder, in the corn chowder. That's what they make their corn chowder with up there at the Meltdown. They
So
open at 4 tonight.
They must have bought some and cut the
Cut
kernels
it all
off.
up. Yep.
Because I went by yesterday to see if there was any.
And they were
There
all
was none
done.
there.
Yep.
No.
So they're saying, Diane's saying, say goodbye to the end of summer. And the patio is still open though, and they do have heaters out there. They open tonight at 4 o'clock. They're open till 8 tomorrow, and Saturday 11:30 to 9, Sunday 11:30 to 8, and Monday 4 to 8.
Right.
So get up there, have yourself a bowl of chowder and a BLT with a twist. It
I
sounds
like
pretty damn
chowder.
good. Yeah, I love chowder. Barb made me and my dad some of the most amazing chowder
Yeah?
for dinner the other night. Isn't she sweet?
She is.
She knew that I have like a million things going on, and she made zucchini bread that's to die for.
Wow.
She made apple pie, which I got one itty bitty slice out of, and my dad ate the rest. I got up in the morning, I thought, yeah, there'll be pie left. Nope, he was having the last of it for
Pie
breakfast.
for breakfast.
He was
Sure,
having
yeah.
it for breakfast with his coffee.
Why not?
She made us some amazing corn chowder, zucchini bread, which he didn't want any zucchini bread, and I was all good with that. So I got all of that to myself. And nothing better than that warmed up either with tons of like real Cabot butter. Oh gosh, so
You know
good.
who made the best corn chowder?
Who?
Doug down at Soup and Greens.
Yes, I agree. I loved their corn
Oh,
chowder.
man. He made the best.
He made good corn chowder and good French onion soup.
I
Yep.
miss that place.
Me too. I miss the salad bar. I miss
Yeah.
prime rib night. I miss breakfasts. I just miss it terrible. Yeah,
You know, they had good food there.
they really
I had
did.
breakfast there every Saturday morning. Me and a group of guys.
Yeah, there was a table for the Bancrofts in the back right corner of Soup and Greens.
Yeah, we used to take, there was either 6, sometimes 8 of us, and the straight back, the long table straight back, because you get the booths on the sides. We had that table against the back wall every Saturday morning, 7 o'clock. We'd be there waiting for the door to open.
Nice. Let's see. I just got this little message. So, Turning Point of Central Vermont, community collaboration makes us all our work more impactful, which is true. So, we are grateful for our celebration with Circle, our collaboration.
There you go.
Now I have to stop and slow down and just read this with
Maybe,
Circle.
maybe you need a fix.
Blah, blah, blah. The work they do is so important. We are honored to have a drop box at our center at 17 Air Street in Barre. The photo includes the list of items they need for you to drop off. And this is what will be at Wilkins as well on Saturday. And these boxes will be distributed throughout the community. And when we're in our new studio, we'll get to have a purple box. I'm not ready to do that here.
Yeah.
But as soon as we're in our new studio, which by the way is only, it's a very short time away now. I can't wait to show you. It's going to be amazing. We'll have these purple boxes too, because
Good.
we'll have our own space to do that in, and we won't have to have any worries or anything. So unscented laundry detergent, paper towels, toilet paper, Ziploc bags, diapers, sizes 4 and up, liquid hand soap, toothpaste and mouthwash, washcloths, new bed sheets. It doesn't say a size, so I'm not sure. We have to ask about that. Saran wrap, tinfoil, parchment paper, salt, pepper, sugar, vinegar, bleach, toilet bowl cleaner and scrubbers, heavy duty trash can and bags, dish and bath towels, Swiffer wet jet pads, and liquid. So those are the things they're asking for right now. Sometimes they ask for like more different hygiene products and stuff, but they have of course, homes. So they house. There is a domestic violence center where it's often women and children, and then they help other women that have maybe aren't in the shelter, but they've moved on to their own place, and those are the things that they're looking for right now. So you could drop off any of those items to 17 Air Street over at Turning Point Center, some more of my favorite people, or you can come up to the ride on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll be up there. You'll be away. You don't have a motorcycle. And I said, you wouldn't come up there because you don't have a motorcycle.
I don't have a motorcycle.
We didn't get you a motorcycle.
Yeah, I used to have one.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to get you a motorcycle. No tricycle, a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm not getting a tricycle.
No tricycle for Jeff. No.
Not a motorized or a pedal, no tricycle.
One of those little, well, they have the full gas-powered ones, little mini bike thingies.
Yeah,
have you seen those?
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them riding around town, the gas-powered bicycles things. I don't know what they are, really. The other day, I saw, we were at the park for something. What was the last thing that we were at City Hall Park for? I forget. We were there for something, and I saw like it looked like a golf cart go by, but it had plates on it.
Huh?
And it was one of the longer ones, and I've seen it a couple of times now.
Really?
And it had a plate on the back of it and had direction lights, stopped at the stop sign right in front of Washington Apartments or in the library, stopped in front of the apartments, stopped in front of the library, put its directional on, turn right.
Really?
I've never seen it. I've
golf
seen it a
cart.
couple of times. Well, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a golf cart.
Huh.
But there was 6 seaters, 2, 4, 6, like right in a row. It's kind of cool looking. It's white and red.
I haven't seen that.
So if anybody has seen that, tell me if you've seen it and tell me whose it is.
Yeah,
because
get a picture and post it.
And are you allowed to drive?
I don't know.
That's what it looks like. But maybe
If
it's
got a
just,
plate on it, then it must be street legal.
well, and and who knows,
Well, some of the
half the
things that-
freaking cars around
Yeah.
here aren't street legal, but they've got a plate on them. But I've seen the mobility scooters and carts, like you can buy them that look like little cars and stuff. They actually look like those little electric cars that you see now, whatever the smallest one is. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
A Fit or something
Yeah.
like that. They're small like that. I've seen those,
Yeah.
but this thing looked like a golf cart.
Huh.
It's white and red. If you guys know who that is, tell me. Let's freaking find out who
We
that
want to
is.
know now. We
Yeah,
must
now I
know
want to
this.
know.
Yeah.
Now I want to know. Yeah. I'm not going to report you to Barre City PD for
just wanna-
driving a golf cart.
Yeah, we just
around
want to
the
check it
city.
out. That's
Yeah, I
all.
just want to look. We
Yeah.
test drive that when we test drive Michael's bike up at the auditorium.
Yeah.
See if it can do some donuts or something fun.
Speaking of which, I had to email Michael yesterday, and he got back to me last night or this morning. But because I'm the city liaison for the Buildings and Facilities Committee, and at the last meeting, they're talking about marketing, the complex, and they wanted to do some drone photography. So I reached out to Michael, and he said he's willing to do it. So I'll catch up with him, and maybe when we go up with the tricycle at the parking lot, he can do some of his drone shooting while we're playing with his tricycle.
That would be awesome.
Huh?
That would be awesome. Michael has one of those too, a drone.
Oh yeah,
He's got all those
Oh, yeah.
toys.
yeah. He met me one time up at Elmwood Cemetery and gave me a little demonstration with it. But it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. He's good with it too.
We need to get him a GoPro. I think I'm going to get him a GoPro.
Yeah,
Yeah. That would be, business expense.
sure.
I think so. He's always going live when
Man
he's
on
on.
the streets.
Yeah.
Here's our report from our man on the streets.
There you go.
Huh?
Yeah, it would be kind of like Ellen, but mobile. Right? Didn't she do that?
Who?
Ellen? Didn't she do the thing where she talked people on
yes,
out in the
yes,
street?
yeah.
Sometimes at gas pumps, she never knew
Yeah.
where she was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy some events. There's tons of stuff going on. Definitely support homecoming, the school,
and it is
all of those things.
It's October, so this is probably going to be the last good stretch of weather like this. So
Yeah, and I know that you're thinking you got to get the yard stuff done because it's the last time, and you'd rather do it when it was warm and not freezing, but. Just wait until next week. It's not like it's gonna be. It'll be 50 or 40, and that's not horrible.
Yeah.
As long as you're not waiting until like December 1st when it's potentially cold. You've got some time, so get out and enjoy the fall. Have some apples and enjoy some good community stuff.
So counting today, there's 6 straight days of sunshine and warm temperatures.
See, you have plenty of time to get your work done. You do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because who wants to lay around watching football?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right. You want to get out, get your stuff done on Saturday. Enjoy something. Have a great weekend. Tune in tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock for Right Side Up. That's always good. No show tonight. Michael is busy, and he is. Stay tuned. We have Dick Wabi coming in soon. We're going to talk Wheels for Warmth and some other stuff.
Boy. Dick and I again?
He's coming back. He's coming back again. We've got a few other upcoming shows that are super important, and I will continue to try to get in touch with Vermont Freedom Fund and see if I can get them in here for an interview. Yeah.
So you're okay, me and Dick together again, and
absolutely.
the old
I
stories
thought that was great. I thought it was great, and so you'll have to come down to the Granite Museum with us on Wheels for Warmth Day. Hang out with us. It's a great event. It's a lot of fun, and
that's before deer season, right?
Yeah. So we'll tell you all about it. And you keep watch for the posts so that you know when the drop-off days are, when the event is, and whatever. And then Dick will be in here to talk to us. Yeah.
All right.
Barb says, let's call him Michael on the Move.
Michael on the Move. That's
Michael
pretty
on
good.
the
I like
Move.
that.
Yep, that one would work. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.